to part 2, and I promise that in this part we are going to start looking at the right side. So if I turn on all the points, we have neglected the existence of the right side here, and we're going to have to fit a model for that because we want to represent the entirety of that scatter plot right here. So what I'm going to do is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points there. I'm going to go back to my Excel and copy those 5. I'm going to hide everything. I'm going to hide even my red graph here. And if I paste those 5, aha, thank you again for zooming in to fit my data. I have found, I've plotted those 5 points accurately there. And as you can see, this one is a walk in the park. It's a very simple pattern. It's going straight down, almost in a perfect line. And what do you remember when I say line? That's right, linear function. So I'm going to take my new x4 and y4 table. I'm going to fit you're experts at this, so I don't need to tell you, but you can still take a look. x4 tilde mx4 plus b, and I don't like that color. Should we do red? No, blue. Blue is good. And ta-da, my linear function fits my 5 points very accurately as such. And if I turn on the left 4 points, and if I turn on the exponential function that I modeled for those left 4 points, you can see as a whole, those 2 pieces that we've modeled come together to represent to provide a very good model for those 8 points, as you can see. So think of it as if this upper part here, the blue graph here and the red graph here, do not exist. Do not exist because you're only looking at the red graph up until that point, really. Only up until here, from the left side to here. And then you're only looking at the blue graph from here. That's where the red graph stops representing these points, and you're going to look at the blue graph from here. So as a whole, so in effect, you're really thinking about it like this. If I hide it, ta-da, you can kind of look at it like that way, and you can see how these different pieces, the left side and the right side, come together to represent a good model, to be a good model for the entirety of the scatter plot. And this kind of approach is very useful when you're working with points that cannot be represented using a single function.